Hi guys. So I'm just making, gosh, I'm trying to not do my ums, and the first thing I say is Oh well. You guys, you seem to forgive all of my faux pas, so we'll just keep going. I'm just sitting here making a whole heap of vintage washi tape because I absolutely sellotape because I absolutely love how this looks, and I find it really helpful to just have a stash of it. So I thought I'd show you how I do it because it's nice and quick and easy. A few tips. Please turn off if I'm teaching you how to suck eggs. So in my current journal, see how I just love how much more vintage that looks now when I've got the strips of the old tape in. And I haven't posted for a little while other than Rochelle's journal, so I thought I better, so I've been working on this baby, I better just jump on and do something to pay you back for all your kindness and support. So what I do it on, I have done it on a piece of plastic before, but when you go to peel it off, it has actually stuck to the plastic, and sometimes because you have to peel quite hard, either the tape snaps or it stretches, which isn't a bad thing because that can look quite vintage as well, or it tangles when it comes off. So I found a better way of doing it. So quite often I use this stuff, which in New Zealand is just called Duracell. It's just a protective book covering. I think you might call it contact paper in the States, I'm not sure. I don't know what they call it in the UK. And this is the bit that you pull off the back, and because it obviously doesn't stick to that, I thought it would be great to use for this. So that's a great way to use your scraps. I just make a little booklet, so I'll be doing some more in there, and you can even open it up and put more in there. And this is even better, and I will show you how easy it is to get the tape off. This is just sticker sheet backing, so it had some adhesive paper on it and for making stickers in the printer, and I've just used that as well. But look how easy that is to get off and then stick wherever you want. So there's no pulling, there's no stretching, and it just sticks back on there if you decide you don't want to use it. So I'm just going to really quickly show you my process for making them. You are going to need, I don't know what brand of alcohol ink you need, but I'm sure any will be fine. I just use this brand, and my eyes are not good enough to see that. Maybe you can. That is in amber, and I use sienna as well. I just use packing tape, and then I will need one of these brushes. I'm sure any brush will work, but that's what I use. So while I struggle to find the end of the tape, yes, I know you're saying right now, fold a little piece over so that you can find it. So I do a mixture. I quite like just the width of this tape to be the length, and I just stick it on. I've got to say the difference between this one and the actual sticker sheet backing was that the corners turn up just a little bit. So see how all of those all sat down nice and neat, and I didn't get any alcohol ink underneath on the adhesive side. This one did a little bit, which means that won't be as sticky. In saying that, that's kind of cool too, isn't it? That makes it look even more vintage, and I got a whole lot of pieces that did stay down, so I don't know, I think it's fine. Right, now it's really hard to see where you're up to, so the other thing that I sometimes do is cut and this is a little bit fiddly. You'd probably just be better off using a normal with the sellotape rather than the packing tape to get a bit of a longer one. But in saying that, I quite like how rustic the cutting of that is, and you get some neat shapes like in the journal that I showed you. It's definitely a bit more fiddly. And I just pop that up there. So I'm just going to now completely fill this page with sellotape, short and long, and I will put you on fast forward because you do not need to see me doing that. I will come back to show you the rest of my process. So I just thought I would show you guys the difference between what the hand cut ones look like compared to ones that you get from this roll. It looks yellow, that's why I thought it was cool. Not nearly as yellow as I want it. You can see a subtle difference, and it does make it easier to see where you're taping it onto white paper, but that's about it. Okay, so the next step, I'll get my sienna first, give it a bit of a shake. I just throw it on. This is why I was hoping, it's kind of a come craft with me because you probably already know how to do this, but for anyone who doesn't, this is how easy it is. And there are some amazing yellowed looking ones that you can buy, but this is a lot cheaper. See how that ink is going underneath that sellotape? That's going to prevent it from being sticky. The packing tape, I think, just has a little bit more of an adhesive, or maybe it's just that that sellotape I was using is really old. This is all you do, and you get lots of different variations depending on where the sienna was versus the amber. My go-to would be if you can get a hold of some sticker sheet paper, or use those scraps. They would be better than this, I find anyway. And there it is, done. If you get bits like this, I just grab it and because they can take a little bit longer to dry. That's it. Then you've got a whole supply of really easy tape to make all of your things look beautiful and vintage. That's it from me. Real quick tutorial. So I will see you next time. I know I've been neglecting my green journal, my Big Victoria album project, but I am very much the type of artist that I can only art in something when I'm feeling it, and that's why my journals, I think, look the way they do, is because I'm in the right art space, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I can't force it. If I force it, I'm never happy with it. It just looks forced to me. So I will get back to it. It will be an ongoing project, but it's not going to be a weekly release, that's for sure. And it is very different, and it is likely not one that I'm going to sell because the cover itself is so heavy. It would cost so much to send it. So I can just faff around, and in the meantime, I'll just show you craft with me's and my next journal, and yeah, we'll just keep going. Okay, you have an amazing day. Love you guys. Bye.